I'm humble, adventurous, curious, rich and famous.
Hi guys and welcome back to Bangu Radio. My name is Julie. Thank you so much for joining us again. Karibuni sana. It's yet another day, another episode, another amazing segment. Now before we even get into the show, have you subscribed to our channel? Make sure you subscribe, comment, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. Now Leo, I go out of my way to bring you the best. So I've gone out of my way. I've gotten the best script writer, the best producer, the best host. He's a comedian. He's just an amazing guy. I'm talking about none other than Butita. Karibu sana.
Yes.
Uko salama?
Niko sawa kabisa.
Karibu to Bangu Radio. Yes, na before we start the show, nataka utuambie 5 things that people don't know about Butita.
I'm humble, adventurous, curious, rich and famous.
Hey. Simple and precise. Karibu sana. So those who don't know, you're famous and rich.
Both.
Both.
Very famous and very rich.
That's really nice. So most people know you from Churchill Show. Before we even get to know where I would like you to give us the backstory of how you came to even the limelight. Where did you grow up? Yeah.
It's a story that I've said over and over again, but I'll just repeat for the sake of those who haven't seen.
Yeah.
Nimekazana kwa industry close to 11 years, I think. So I just started by going for the auditions, Churchill Show. Then I think that was in 2010, 2011. That was the first time I got an opportunity to do comedy, and from there it has been connecting to just one opportunity connecting to the other. Pole Pole, Churchill Show, NTV, Wapi. So I think the beginning was an audition, which I did like 8, then the 9th one nikapata.
So would you tell us a little bit about your first experience for your audition, your first your first day on stage? How was that like?
Of course, it has to have butterflies,
Yeah.
because it's the fear of unknown. You don't know how it's going to work out, or how people are going to think about you. So there is the fear of people judging what you're doing for the first time, and fear of utafanyaje hii kitu for the first time mbele ya watu. So I think the risk of getting embarrassed ilikuwa more than any other risk. So you're not even worried if it will work. You're worried if it fails, what happens. But the moment you step on stage, you realize ni kitu rahisi tu. Si rahisi, na kuvaa tu pia unafeel you're part of it, alafu unasonga nayo.
So what would you say was your most amazing experience on Churchill Show? Like a show yenye ulifanya and you said, but this was it.
I think I've had more big experiences outside Churchill than on Churchill. But maybe because kila mwaka na experience yake. But I think that time the most big experience, I think it was the first time I was on TV. It felt different. It felt like for the first time this thing makes sense. It makes sense, na tunaenda nayo.
So when I talked about, when I was doing the introduction, I said you're a script writer. How did you get into script writing, and how has the journey been?
Script writing, that was earlier, before comedy. That's like 2007, 2008. I used to write for school, the play. So I did the narratives and stage plays. At that time it was 45 minutes. A play was 45 minutes. 45 minutes. So I had plays that I was writing in high school. Kona zingine hata mpaka sahi. So I think that's where the journey of writing started. It started I used to know I can write, but I had not tried it mpaka kuna time mwalimu wa drama alipata transfer na wakakosa script. So nikawafanyia story fulani ya King. Ilikuwa poa sana. Then it went to the, I think, provincial. Regionals, alafu provincial. So I think writing started earlier, before stand-up comedy. It's just that most of the content was leaning towards comedy. So that's why I had a few, let's say, some bit of experience when it comes to structuring content. Yeah.
So I know we cannot go without, we're still on script writing, we cannot go without mentioning the script you did for Netflix. Please kindly tell us how that came about, and yeah, a little bit about it.
It's just a timing, God's timing.
Yeah.
Yeah. They just called like any other person, but I didn't know it's a big job. So after a few negotiations is when I realized ni kitu ni serious, ni kitu kubwa.
Yeah.
But I initially just thought it's the random scripting jobs that I get. Uniaje kuja tufanye hii, kuna shughuli hapa, kuna hii inaenda wapi. So it was a good experience because for the first time we were trying to, there's a comedian called Wanda Sykes and Mike Epps. They've done a show called Up Shows. So Wanda Sykes, she's a big stand-up comedian, and Mike Epps is a big stand-up comedian. So Wanda Sykes and Mike Epps teamed up to do Up Shows, which is a sitcom that talks about the middle class life in Indiana. Is it? I think Indiana. Yeah. So now Netflix wanted to translate the same setup to the Swahili market without losing the meaning and losing the content. So that's they tried it in Tanzania, and I think there were some technical issues with the language because it was too sanifu. So we wanted to bring the script to life by adapting it to a new audience. So rewriting the script again in our own language. 10 episodes, 10. Yeah.
Okay. Is there a future for you doing another one with them? Another script you can-
Time will tell, but with the level of non-disclosure, even if it was, I cannot tell you, because even that one I had, I told people, I think after 3 months before, after finishing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So still on script writing, you're also the script writer for Wife Material for Eric Omondi.
Well, material is a reality. It's not written like a script. It's just a situational thing that it's a reality. You create situations, then let people be real in that situation, and just give it a direction. Yeah.
So are we gonna see another season 3? Is that future for Monis?
No, it should be banned.
Why?
So that Eric can settle and get married.
But Eric said he does not want to get married.
Yeah, because he's addicted to such things, having a show where there are 10 women, you're looking for one wife.
Yeah.
So wife material should be banned so that Eric can settle.
Do you think that's the right way to get a wife? What advice would you give to him in regards to trying to get a wife?
He's a grown-up, he's 40 years, he's a mbaba. So I've seen him with a girlfriend. Yeah. He has a girlfriend called Lynn.
Yeah. Okay. So still
Mwachana na miaka moja. Pika mwachana 20 years too.
yoyote. So still on Eric Omondi, you know, he's recently being on the limelight a lot because of his push for play 75% of local content. What's your take on that?
It's a very good message that you are passing through.
Yeah.
It's the right time to talk about that.
Yeah.
We have talented Kenyans. People have talent, they're great, but now if we can't play 75 content, then these youths will not get employment. Their content will not give them a new life. You know, art is not a hobby, it's a job.
Yeah.
So Eric is just right. 75, play 75% content. We can't be consuming other markets while we have our own. So I support Eric on that.
So still where we are right now, it's we are at SPM Buzz. You're the founder of SPM Buzz.
Yes.
How did it begin? Was it a dream you had? How did SPM Buzz become? You know.
SPM Buzz is a dream, that something that was structured, I think, in 2018. It was supposed to start in 2018. It had a name called Live from something, Live from, I just forgot the initial design. Yeah, so, but by then there was no clear picture of how it's supposed to run. So we had scheduled it to start in 2020 January. 2019, then in 2019 we got busy. and the team that was supposed to work on SPM bars were busy working for another thing because they understood the vision more than anyone else. We couldn't risk starting it. So we had to bring it in 2021. That's even after COVID, because everything else was ready. The starting date was the one we kept pushing and pushing. So the idea was centered because about real conversation. It was centered around being real and creating a conversation around everything that happens, giving everyone a voice in everything that happens. Yeah.
So also SPM Buzz has had, we've seen that Claudia who was part of SPM Buzz has gotten the opportunity to get to work at KTN. How does that feel, knowing that you nurtured her into becoming the journalist she is?
Tushamreplace hata huyo sasa. Tunakureplace haraka. Wewe ni Kasim card
Hatungoji kesho.
tungoji kesho.
But how was that feel?
Yeah, it's good. Claudia came from high school. It's another kwa metoka to kwa dem hata kwa mchanuka, but dem tu Msamburu ana maneno mob. Siku hizi ana maneno mob kidogo, but ni sawa. She's hardworking. She learns. Like I spent a lot of time with her, trying to see how she can package herself to a new market. So I'm happy if KTN noticed her effort. It's good. She needs growth. She needs to go where she wants in life. So it's not about me, it's about her. And if she makes it in life and be able to provide for her family and make a difference, she will also help someone grow. Yeah. So she was part of there is the academy first that we do before you come online. Like right now, people have finished the training. Last week we start doing the shows, I think next week. So there are some classes, we pay for them, other things, we take them through the do's and don'ts until when they are ready. So Claudia had gone through those things, all of them, and she's a good host. Like sidhani kuna mtu anafaa compete naye huko nje unless ni mtu SPM tu ndiye anaweza mtandika juu sasa anajua leakage.
Okay. So as a content creator, what would you say are some of the challenges you've faced in your journey into everything that you do?
This consistency. Sometimes it doesn't work, but it works later. So you feel like it's not the right one, yet it's the right thing. So the challenge has been knowing if this is the right thing to do, or I'm wasting my time on this. I mean a particular project. So the challenge has been getting the right idea and understanding is the right idea, even if it's not working at the moment.
So also still on that, I would like to know what's your take on where do you see the online media in the near future?
Give it 2 years, 2, I think 2024, 2025, it will be very right now, I think. Maybe 2 years at most. Yeah, so it has future. It has a future, but at some point, my prediction is everyone will want to do it, but a lot of people will drop along the way. So the consistency is what is key.
So I've been seeing, I'm a very big fan of the content you do on YouTube, especially Patwa. What was the inspiration behind it, and what inspired you?
That's a whole new venture we had under SPM, the company, not SPM, but that has been running since 2017. We had different series and movies that we wanted to do earlier, but we used to feel like it was not the right time to do them. So last year we felt like the audience was ready for the scripts, and that's why we started unleashing them. So it's a story. I don't remember quite well the first inspiration of the story, but I think nilikuwa mahali sijui wapi huko. Kuna show nilikuwa so inspiration ilikuwa tu about a problem that keeps on becoming a big problem when you try to solve it. So a love triangle where everyone is guilty, but they can see the log in the others. So Patwa is just one of the things. I think for this year we have about You have to be not less than 6, not less than 7. Yeah, that that are ready to be done.
Yeah.
So it's part of uh, a whole new direction,
Yeah.
and I cannot explain it in detail, but people will be able to see that direction in a few months. Yeah, because another one was shot, I think last week. So we need to do other parts that I'm in, then we release. Yeah.
So what advice would you give to upcoming content creators?
Hii kitu si jokes, si mchezo. Usikuja hapa juu unataka unaona hapa ndio okay, hii si bangi kuja kuvuta ndio usikie vizuri. Have the motive. What's your plan? If you can't see beyond the person you are copying or the person you want to be, then you don't know where you're going. So you have to see the end goal. What do you want to, where's your final destination? So that's the advice I can give them. Know the final destination before you start the journey. Yeah.
So as we come to the end of that segment, I would like to, you've been in this journey for how long?
Say 11, I'm 12.
And I know in those 11 years, different people have held your hand into becoming the person you are right now. I'd give you this opportunity to thank a few of them, someone you felt like really stood with you from the beginning to where you are now.
God.
That's it.
Yeah, God has been with me without expecting anything in return.
Yeah.
I really thank God for everyone. Like anything I get in my opportunity, in my direction, I attribute it to God. He's the one who connects people to your vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Because sometimes mtu anaweza kuwa kufanya kitu ya maana
Yeah.
noticing, but effort yake ilisaidia mahali.
So before we come to the end of the show, I want us to play a little game. Kidogo tu. It's called Would You Rather. So you're ready?
Yes.
Yes. So the first one is, would you rather have everyone you know be able to read your thoughts, or would you rather everyone you know go through your internet history?
Let them be able to read my thoughts. They'll be great.
They'll be inspired.
Yeah. My history I use in the incognito browser, so I don't have a history.
Okay.
Yeah.
The second one, would you rather be trapped in a romantic comedy with your enemies or trapped in a horror movie with your friends?
Horror movie with my friends.
Why?
It's just thrilling to see people who pretend they are strong being in a situation that's scary. Yeah.
Okay. So would you rather be born without knees or without elbows?
I'd rather not be born.
You can't live without it, huh? Okay, would you rather know how you will die or know when you will die?
If you know how, you can avoid. If you know when, I think that death should just remain anonymous. Yeah. Whether when or why, it's just wacha tu ibaki hivyo. Zafanya mtu hata siwaka. Yeah.
Okay, so the fourth one, would you rather lose all your teeth or a day in your life, or you lose a day in your life every time you kiss somebody?
Teeth.
The last one, would you rather be extremely allergic to your favorite food or eat cabbage for the rest of your life?
Cabbage. I hate cabbage.
I know, that's why I put it down.
I don't eat cabbage.
So you'd rather
anything over cabbage.
Yeah.
Anything over cabbage.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us. It has been a pleasure having you. Yes, would you share your social media handles? Yes.
Eddie Butita everywhere. It's the A-double-D-I-E. Butita.
Okay.
Kila mahali.
Yeah, wadau. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been an amazing segment. I enjoyed doing this. Make sure you follow us on all our social media platforms. Like, comment, share, hit the notification bell, tell a friend to tell a friend. Peace.